Hello, fifth graders. Madam Botham here, and I'm going to walk you through some tips for completing the IXL standard V8, complete a table for a two-variable relationship. Now, the first thing to know about this is that it looks a lot harder than it is. I'm going to break it down for you and simplify some things. So, there's always going to be a relationship up here that's described. This just gives you a real-life context. You can read it, but don't stress out too much about understanding this part. So every day an automobile factory assembles 10 more cars and trucks. Let T represent the number of trucks assembled and C represent the number of cars assembled. So when we do algebra, we're basically replacing a number with a variable or a variable with a number. And it seems tricky, but I'm going to show you it's pretty simple. So the equation here is C, which stands for cars, equals T, stands for trucks, plus 10. They make 10 more cars than they do trucks. So if they made one truck, you're going to add 10 to get the number of cars. 1 plus 10. 2 plus 10 is 12. 3 plus 10, 13. 4 plus 10, 14. A little trick here is you don't totally have to spend a lot of time understanding the story problem part. You can spend a little more time looking at just at the variables and what you need to do. So here you need to add 3 to A to get C. So that means A plus 3 equals C. A plus 3, 1 plus 3 is 4. 2 plus 3 is 5. You can always check this like an in and out box too. Okay, we're going to do a couple more and I think you're on your way. Here we see that H represents the number of hours Blake spent planting, and C represents the total number of cherry trees that he'll have. So the number of cherry trees equals the number of hours plus 12. So number of hours, plus 5. Number of hours, 1 plus 5 is 6. 2 plus 5 is 7. 3 plus 5 is 8. 4 plus 5 is 9. Something to keep in mind here is that it's just figuring out what the rule is. Now, anytime you see a 3 or a number next to a variable, that means multiplication. So here we know that y is always x times 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 3, 12. Don't stress out too much. If this feels unclear, you can spend time looking at the graph, trying to understand the rule. Don't forget, when you have a number right next to a letter, that means you multiply. Good luck, friends.